Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Abdul Aziz, oncologist. Many people, especially our junior colleague, they find it very difficult to interpret CBC. So I will share with you some important points how to interpret CBC, and when you follow some basic rules, I'm sure you will feel it is very easy to interpret any CBC. And as you know, CBC is a basic lab investigation for any of your patient who will come to see you, irrespective of what will be his problem, whether he has medical problem, surgical problem, or any field in medicine. CBC is the basic requirement, and most of the patient, they need this CBC, and it will be used as a diagnostic initially under your first visit of your patient, or it will serve as a baseline for further follow-up. So the initial CBC, it will help in both ways to reaching a diagnosis at the first your interaction with your patient, as well as in your further follow-up of your patient. So when you see the CBC report, you first look at what is the WBC count, what is the hemoglobin, and what is the platelet. The three important parameters. If they are in the normal range, as well and well. If they are not in the normal range, you look for what is the WBC. As you all know, it is 4 to 10,000 or 4 to 11,000 in a normal person. So after the WBC count, you look at the differential. Differential is also very important. As you all know, in the differential of WBC, neutrophil are usually around 40 to 80%, lymphocyte are around 20 to 40%, and monocyte are around 2 to 10%, and eosinophil around less than 2%. So if your CBC is in the normal range and your differential is also in the normal range, it is reassuring for the time being. If it is not associated with any other CBC abnormality, so then next you go to the hemoglobin. And hemoglobin, as you all know, ranges from 14 to 17, 14 to 16, around 1 gram less in females in the premenopausal age. So from the hemoglobin, you look, the next step is how much is your MCV. If MCV is in the normal range and the hemoglobin is also in the normal range, is well and good. Now if the MCV is low, usually it varies slightly between lab to lab, around 85 to 95 is the MCV. If it is low, most of the time it is associated with iron deficiency anemia or some hemoglobinopathies. And we know, and you all know, if it is high, more than 95, it is associated with B12 or folic acid deficiency, or some other, some drugs also can cause macrocytic anemia. The next step is platelet. So platelet, around 150 to 450,000 is the normal. Again, if it is in the normal range, well and good. And it will also, if it is not in the normal range, then you look at the mean, you look at the, again, all these three parameters. So if WBC is normal, hemoglobin is normal, platelets are normal. So this superficially we interpret as a normal CBC. But if WBC is high and hemoglobin is low and platelets are low, then you have to be very careful in interpreting your total leukocyte count, even if it is normal. Again, the differential will help you in finding out any abnormality in whether neutrophil, lymphocyte, or other cells, eosinophil, basophils. If your hemoglobin is low, your WBC count is normal, and platelets are low, then again you need to interpret all these findings again. So after these small minor abnormalities in the CBC, you need to do peripheral blood film. And for any hematological interpretation, peripheral blood film is extremely important. The peripheral blood film, it will indicate whether, even if your WBC count is within normal range, whether its shape, whether is normal or any abnormal cell is present in the peripheral blood film. Similarly, for hemoglobin also, RBC size is also very important, whether they are immature RBCs or any abnormality of the shape of the RBC. And similarly, for platelet also, if it is on the lower side, it will also, the peripheral blood film will help whether your real, the low platelet count is real or it is what we call it pseudo thrombocytopenia, and the most common cause is because of the clumping of the platelet in the blood. Machine will read as a thrombocytopenia, but actually the platelet count will be normal. So all these parameters will be, whether they normal or any abnormality, will be reinforced by your peripheral blood film. If your peripheral blood film is normal and your all these WBC, hemoglobin, platelets are within the normal range, then it is reassuring that this is most likely normal CBC. But most of the time the problem happens if the patient present with anemia, suppose, then you need to do reti count. The reti count is just the presence of immature RBCs in the blood, and this reti count, it should be corrected as per the hemoglobin. So lower the hemoglobin, the more should be the reti count. Normally it is around, again varies from lab to lab, but around 1.5% is the normal, some 1.8%. But if the reti count is low and your hemoglobin is low, this means there is something wrong with the bone marrow. Bone marrow is not reacting to the lower level of hemoglobin, and you need to be careful. If the bone marrow is reacting, even if hemoglobin is low, that means the bone marrow is responding to your anemia, low level of hemoglobin, so it excludes the primary abnormality of the bone marrow. You have to look for the other causes for anemia. But if you are low hemoglobin with low reti count, then you need to look for the bone marrow. This may be the for any bone marrow suppression, and this may be the cause for your anemia. So these are the superficial parameters how to interpret the CBC and to have a first-hand information whether it is normal or normal, simply by looking at WBC, total leukocyte count. If it is normal, then check for the range, if range is also normal or no. Normal range, as I said before, neutrophil around 40 to 80%, lymphocyte 20 to 40%, and 2 to 10% are monocyte, and less than 2% are eosinophils. Similarly, the hemoglobin, if it is in the normal range and the MCV is in the normal range, it is reassuring. And similarly, the platelet also, if it is in the normal range. But if it is low or any abnormality in the CBC, look, a request for the peripheral blood film. Peripheral blood film will detect very good percentage of the diseases of the hematological diseases. So if the peripheral blood film is normal, all these parameters are within the normal range, it is reassuring that your CBC is normal, and you can discuss with your patient and convey this, that your CBC is perfectly normal, there is no abnormality. It will help to reassure at that time also, and it will help help in your further follow-up of your patient. It will act as a baseline. I hope this is it will be helpful, and especially for our junior to how to interpret, and it will be very easy to interpret any CBC if you just follow the basic these lines. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.